this way. Hold on. Okay. So this segment is called Just Like Everyone Else. All right. And I already written this down. I already did all this. So I'm just pretty much writing saying it. And pretty much what was happening was I was waking up in the middle of the night, like during the witches hours, and I was like, I had this pot of water and I had like 4 candles, and I was reading the Bible upright, and pretty much like they were talking about a mother figure. Okay. Mother figure and 2 sons, and taking a demonic spirit off of the family. So what is playing on in the background is banish demons, get rid of demonic demons, and repel the devils. Defeat demons and devils, banish Satan. Okay, so I have a protection song going on in the background, and I had 2 candles lit. Doing everything, but this time I'm having basically I have 4 candles lit, but this time I'm doing 2 candles. Okay, so okay, while I just did that, I just pressed the back button. I was trying to show you guys which video I was doing so you can see it, but hold on. Waiting for it to come back. I'm hearing guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Sadie's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. Alright. This video is actually going to be like pretty long because I have 3 pages. The 3rd page is not even like a lot. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Banish demons, get rid of demonic beings, repel the devils. Okay, it's a commercial. I don't know why I'm a little bit nervous. But we're gonna get started while this is loading. This is the demonic spirit that I saw. Okay, I know how to draw them out. Reason being is because of the fact that it shows me exactly where's the pain going from and what is happening. So this is not my first time drawing you know, them out because of the fact that I know exactly what's going on. So this is a tall guy. This almost looks like Slender Man, to be honest. But this is a tall guy. I'm gonna write it down. Tall guy. He has on a tall black hat that makes him more tall. He has boots, like I don't know what these boots are like called, but they're boots, like they're lace up boots or something like that. And he's wearing a coat. a black coat. He's dressed in all black. Now my tablet is dying. Hold on. Got some malfunctions going on here. Electronic malfunctions. Which is crazy because whenever we're dealing with spirits, they normally take up all of the energy. That's why I am lighting 2 candles, because that's what they do. And I do have a battery, so the best thing to do when dealing with spirits or demonic entities, you normally light candles and have batteries. And the reason why I'm talking about this today is because of the fact that this is what was happening in this house. Like, I don't know, the entity from my mom's mirror, this was what was happening in this house. So I pretty much like literally took it out of the house with the Bible. Like, reading the Bible literally took it out of the house. All right, this demonic spirit, they also had a gun. Okay, they were also holding a gun. And this is what the gun, I drew the gun so like ugly, but this is like that little symbol right there. That was a gun. It was either a gun or a hatch, whatever it was, but it was like, this is like what they're like, it's either a gun or, let me show you, because I also drew it. I'm hearing just do it, do it, do it. So this is like the hatch that it was. All right. Let me also get the Bible as well. And like I said, I never read the Bible upside down, so I read the Bible right side up. Okay, the proper way that you're supposed to be reading a book. I'm not any demonic person. I don't bring any demonic people in. I normally take them out. Okay. So yeah, this is what breaking this is what breaking generational curses look like. This is literally what breaking fucking generational curses look like. If this thing will like go, it's taking forever to load. Meanwhile, it was just playing. This is what it will look like if it will start playing. If it starts, then I'm not gonna bother it. But let me see if I can go back to the page that I was on. Okay, it's right here. The book of Esther. Okay, so I was reading the book of Esther while I was doing this. Okay, reason being is because page 266 was the mark of the beast, and page 267 was the mark of the sun. So literally, I feel as though someone had placed this demonic spirit on a motherly figure, and I was basically taking the demonic spirit off of the motherly figure. Okay. So this is literally how you take this person off. So this demonic spirit is called Saint. Always call them by their names. Always call a demon by their name so it can be lifted off, not brought in. And like I said, I have a battery just so all the energy can go towards the battery and not any of me or the house or anything like that. Okay. So let me cleanse my hands since I just touched it. So I'm going to start reading the Bible first. Reason being, actually, to be honest, I think I should read the dark stuff first and then read the Bible. Reason being is because you gotta like lift it off once you're saying it. Okay. So I read the whole entire chapter of Esther, but I skipped parts of it. So I read chapter 1, verse 10, 13, 15, 17. I did I did the whole entire chapter 1 pretty much. Um I did chapter 2, I did chapter 3, 3, 6 and 9, and then chapter 4, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Chapter 5, I read, I think I skipped chapter 5 because chapter 5 would have been the contract. So I skipped chapter 5. And then chapter 6, I did 9, which 9 would be 11. And then I skipped 7, 8, 9, and then went, no, 7, 8, and then went to 9. 9 went all the way to 20, and then 26, verse 20, verse 20, verse 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and then I stopped at 31. So I didn't go to 10, okay? But in this reading, I'm actually going to read chapter 10 for completion. Reason being is because now it's going to be finally completed. It's going to be finally erased. And page 266 and 267 is very significant. And page 270 is like the finish line, or something about the finish line. All right. So this is like literally this is literally having problems with uploading. I don't know why. All of a sudden, it's having problems with playing the music. The commercials want to play, but that's it. Let me bring it back down. Okay, so getting started. We're talking about Vashti. Okay, so Vashti was a queen of Persia and the first wife of the Persian king, Aha, Ahasuerus, in the book of Esther, a book included with the Tanakh and the Old Testament. And then I also looked up all these things and all these meanings and what it means and everything like that. So then it goes to the wicked Vashti. See, now it's starting to play. Okay, so this is great. This is what it looks like. So yeah, once I start reading, that's when it starts to play. That's cute. That's cute. Now it wants to stop. Let me just not even bother it. The wicked Vashti would bring Jewish women. The wicked Vashti would bring Jewish women, strip them naked, and order them to perform work on the Sabbath. So performing work, which would mean like having sex and whatever. Consequently, she was punished by being commanded to appear in the nude at the banquet of Ahasuerus on a Sabbath day. So a Sabbath is basically a celebration. It's also a ritual. It's basically when witches will literally go together and create a ritual. A ritual can be sex. A ritual could be death. A ritual could be like bringing in the dead, calling in the dead. Either way, a Sabbath is normally a celebration as well as a ritual. A party can be a ritual as well. Okay. But if they're stripped naked in order to perform work, then normally, most likely, they're ordered to perform to have sex. All right. So we also have the Hebrew Bible coming out. We have the two temples of Jerusalem, Father Abihail, which is the Mordecai biological adoptive father. Mordecai was his biological father, adoptive father. So Ahasuerus is a name applied in the Hebrew Bible to three rulers and to a Babylonian official in the book of Tobit, a royal person, oh, a royal Persian occurring throughout the Old Testament. So a uh, Artax Artaxerxes the first in the line of Persian kings. Ahasuerus is evidently to be identified with Xerxes. Ahasuerus descended from the Persian names from Xerxes first. Historian Herodotus described Xerxes the first as being susceptible to women and in the habit of making extravagant offers to them, just as he did to Esther. Up to half my kingdom, Ahasuerus of Persia and the uh, Achaemenid Empire. Okay, I didn't say anything, Google. Thank you, but I didn't say anything. So there's a lot of like malfunctions going on here. I did not say anything. Can you like stop? I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. Yeah. Google thought I said something to them. I didn't say anything to them, but they thought I did. Um okay. So the Persian king Ahasuerus seeks a new wife after his queen Vashti is deposed for disobeying him, so killed for disobeying him. Okay. So Esther, then it says Queen Vashti, Esther made queen, generally identified with Xerxes, Mark of the Beast, and then Mark of the Sun. So Mark of the Beast 266 and then Mark of the Sun 267, because Mark of the Sun would be the new day or the new way. So someone put a demonic possession upon themselves. All right, and then I saw a gun. I also saw 15 bullets. Something about 15 bullets is very significant. Here's another description of a gun. I'm just going to like highlight them so you can see what I'm talking about. So, because I saw it in the hat. So, something about like 15 bullets to the head is very significant. So, this is the picture of the gun. I definitely drew it ugly because if you turn it around, that would be the head. That would be the hat. And then also the hatch or whatever, or knife or blade or whatever, is right here. If I can just make it darker so you can be able to see it. Okay, so that's that. All right, so 15 bullets. And then I also saw something about the stomach area was very significant as well. The stomach was popping out, very significant. And I feel as though something about a baby. Okay, we also have the number 7. Then it says eating souls. So someone ate their child. Yeah, that's disgusting. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's so disgusting. Someone literally ate their child or ate their newborn baby, or this can also be eating the placenta. Okay, eating newborn. All right. Then that's what eating the souls will be. Then it says don't film this one. So someone's like basically saying don't film this one because someone knows that this is like disgusting. That someone knows that this is bad. Someone knows that you're calling yourself. Also, something about screaming is very significant. So screaming, kicking, hollering, and screaming. Then I have something about the head is very significant, like head explosion or something like that. All right. Or this can be migraines, head migraines. All right, so then I have something about Queen Vashti, which is number 3. So something about number 3, 654, 4, 7, 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I'm trying to figure out 6, 5, 4. I'm trying to figure out where's the 3 coming from. 7, 6, 5. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where's the 3 coming from. But we do have Esther. So Esther was number 2. Queen Vashti was number 3 and Esther was number 2. All right. So the face, it says face 4. I don't know why it says face 4, but it does say face 4. Then it says 200 and wait, then it says 2 gigabytes. Something about 2 gigabytes and then T-Mobile. 2 gigabytes and then T-Mobile. And then it says magic. So something about like electricity or electricity. I'm getting like something about like electric bolts or something like that, or someone had to be like brought back to life with you know how when you're on, okay, so in the movies when people are in the back of the ambulance truck and they're like clear and then they have to put that thing on your chest or something like that. Something about like electricity and putting it towards the stomach though. It's like the chest and then the stomach area. All right, it's very significant. Now, something about someone's leg is very significant as well. Someone's leg, someone could be sleepwalking. I'm getting something about sleepwalking. And how I'm depicting on where's the pain coming from is literally as I was drawing this, I was literally circling the spots that was the main things, okay, the main situations that pretty much like pulled out to me as I was drawing it, okay. So magic in the legs, okay, so that's where the sleepwalking is coming from, magic in the legs. And then as far as the 2 gigabytes, I did see high-speed internet pass, something about a high-speed internet pass, and then the number 4. Okay, so 2 and 4, 654, 456, something about 456. And then it says childhood paranormal activity. So someone was like literally, they did this in their childhood, or somebody like placed this on themselves in their childhood. All right, like I said, this demonic spirit name is Saint. I also was getting the numbers 7284344. 7284344. So we was trying to figure out where the 3 come from. The three comes from Vashti. We was looking for Esther. Esther was number 2. And then 7 was the birth of the sun. So I'm gonna put sun for 7. Then 8. So we have to figure out what's 8. And then the 3, which is 444. So angel number 444, which will be balance. So B, B, B. Or we can cross out 2 4s and then it would just be B. And then the 8. 8 would be a curse. So the letters that I'm getting is S, E, C, B, V, and then B. So I don't want to say the name. This could be a name, okay? So S, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. so 9, 19, A, B, C, D, E, 5, 3, 2. So there's 20, there's 27, there's 27. $26. 22, 2. So B crosses out twice. So the name would be SECV. Okay, so then we have TW. So that would be someone could be 20 or 23 years of age, or 43. We have 6, 7, 7, 1, 7, 13. So 13. All right, so we have Friday the 13th. So this saint came in on Friday the 13th, which is crazy because I was just watching Charmed, and there's this demonic spirit that comes every 1,300 years on Friday the 13th. Every 1,300 years on Friday the 13th, to take a demonic person or to take a demonic entity to use as bait or something like that. Okay, to kill, to destroy, and whatnot. Okay, so someone chose their child, right? Someone chose their newborn child to kill and destroy. And it's crazy because I just was watching that episode, like literally like yesterday. And the fact that I did this, like maybe, I should have wrote down a date, but I did this like, oh, here we go. So this is 9/25/22. So it's September 25th, 22. All right. So then we have the King Pethro, and Queen Vashti. So then it says 128 kilobytes, or kbps. I don't know what kbps means. Then it says 899, which is 2, and then 889, which is 7, and then a count 95 through 14, or 95-14. So 95 minus 14. So 81. So somebody expected this entity to get off of them until they reach the age of 81, but I jumped ahead of time and did it 40 years before. So 43, 81 minus 43. So 38. So 38 years before 81. Okay, so 81. I was 38 years ahead of time. 8, 7, 11. So 43 pops out again. Okay, so this is great. I'm just trying to make sure I get everything that I got on this page. Okay, let's get to the back of the page. All right. So now I'm going to the next page. So this next page is a little bit more confusing, but it's okay. So these are a lot of names, or these are a lot of places. Yeah, these are a lot of places. And I just basically just wrote them down. Reason being is because now it's talking about like it's talking about like what is it called? Neutered, and something about like I forgot what guys get done. We're just gonna start reading. Okay, so eunuchs, eunuchs, or eunuchs, a man who was castrated, especially in the past, one employed to guard the women's living areas as a oriental court, an effectual person employed in the Middle East and in China. The two mesh functions as guards and servants in harems and other women's quarters, and as chamberlains to kings. The vast majority are afflicted with prostate cancer. So 600,000 men in North America, Matthew 19:12. Mayor in the so now it's talking about Matthew. Okay, so let me just mark these down. Because I think I did that one too. Pretty sure. Matthew 509. And then 1912. Chapter 19, verse 12. Okay. Mare is the equivalent of woman, adult horse, female. Over the age of 3, filly is a female horse. 3 and younger, thoroughbred horse racing. A mare is defined as a female horse more than 4 years old. Mare stallion, white horse. Castration, sexual anxieties, male mutilation in the sperm, a thorir. The removal of the prepuce is debated. In females, it should cure sexual diseases. So someone had a sexual disease, okay? Someone could have had a sexual disease at the age of, what was it? At the age of 20 to 23. And they were trying to get it off, but they was adding a demon on top of it. So that's how they got it off, I guess. That's so disgusting, though. You ain't your child. Like, I don't care if it was a newborn or not. Like, oh, disgusting. I don't care if it was I don't care. It's just disgusting. Anyway. That is your story. That is not my story. The removal. Okay, so I already said that. So Angelo Saxon, and then eunuchioid, Eunuchold, destroyed him. So Harold Clurman destroyed him. So neutered stops and shrinks the sex organs, not growing. And then it says afraid to really punish subversions, 16th century. So castrated is the deprive of power, vitality, or vigors. Remove the testicles of male animal slash man. Then it says, if neutered, a male has to have sex with another male in order for a woman to get pregnant. And when I read this, I was like, what the solitary fuck? If you're neutered, you have to have sex with another male in order for a woman to get pregnant? So this is what you guys are going through? This is what the males are going through nowadays? Bitch, what is the purpose of getting neutered then? Because this is a question that we all need to be having. Like, I can understand a dog getting neutered, but like, fuck, is this what males are going through nowadays too? Like, it's just making me itch. Like, I don't know. Anyway, because I want a husband, so I'm just trying to figure out, husband, are you going through the same things? Because if so, then what the fuck? Can we decide? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that is y'all story. That's not my story. It says concept of heat and cold in coral study for the Indian 2008 um patients. So it says Chowdhury um Ano 1996 coral cult med psychiatric. Then it says Blanc J.E. 1895 coral Geniques. Then it's a name that I can't pronounce. Then it says Giller W.G. Matt Lacer J.J. 2006 Coro, The Psychological Disappearance of the Penis, Historical Europe. Then it says Chowdhury A.N. 2008 Ethomedical Concept of Heat and Cold in Coral, Study from Indian Patients. And then it says Van Volten Path PM 1935 Coro EINC. Um, so these are literally like psychiatric places. These are places where like people were doing this stuff at. Like these are locations. These are also years as well. Number 6, it says YAP PM 1967 classification of the culture bound reactive syndromes. Aster New Zeal JJ Psychiatry. Then it says Hodges FM 2006 The Legacy of Sperm Toria. A comment D Hogsian. Then it says Forage SA 2006 Female Genital Alterations, a Sociological Perspective, Chapter 15, MA Maybach HJEDS, The Vulva, Anatomy, Psychological and Pathology. So Zerzex is 9. So let me go back to my calculations because what the fuck? I didn't see that 9 right there. Does it have 9 right here? No. Okay, so good. Alright. Then it says 3 stars, 3 sections, and then 5 scrolls. Esther, me, free. FRE. So someone got paid 3 bill to marry a masculine and pretend to be someone in court, and every month is a year. Then it says 2 celebrate 7 every year. Um, to celebrate 7 every year. So literally, every month on the 7th is a celebration. Then it says 4:23 a.m. and then 4:05 a.m. Okay, then it says 9. I don't know what that means. So then it says a road or a crossroad, a special type of curtain rod. So we're looking at a certain type of curtain rod, because everything that I'm mentioning right now is going to be mentioned when I'm talking about this too, okay, in the Bible. So a special type of curtain rod, organ loft, a rood, ROOD, or rood, ROOD cross, sometimes known as the triumphal cross, is a cross or crucifixion, especially the large crucifixion set above the entrance to um, the chancel of a medieval church. So the Saxon rood, okay. So the reason why we're mentioning the Saxon root is because there are certain churches nowadays that are putting their cross upside down. And this was a big discussion because not only was I asleep and I woke up to do this, I literally went back to sleep and we had this conversation in my sleep, showing that it was like certain crosses that were upside down in a church. So it says job house sitting. Then it says 10 chains, 40 rods, measurement of the curtain roods or curtain rods. Then it says curtain rods, white, blue. So certain colors are very significant. So white, blue, red, and brown. Then it says RDS. So M 10,890 square feet, roods, ROODS, royal holes. So M and then M. I don't know what the M and then M means, but royal holes is very significant. All right, so now let's start to read the Bible. I'm low key excited to read the Bible. I don't know why, but I'm always excited to read the Bible. I don't know why. When it's time, because I don't read the Bible on a regular day. It's like whenever it's time to read it, it's like, oh, I'm so excited. I can't deny it. All right, so we're going to start off with Matthew first, and then we're going to move on to the next one. Reason being is because Matthew is not even like, I don't have anything else that is in here. So this is good. Matthew, I'm going to read from, let me see how long this is. 43? Okay. Let me put this to where you can see it. So you can see that this is definitely in the upright, not upside down. So it says Matthew chapter 19 verse 12. I'm literally going to be reading chapter 1 19 chapter verse 1 through 12. Reason being is because I kind of want to read it. The page number is 520, and the thing on the side says Christ teaching on divorce and then Jesus rise into Jerusalem. So then it says, chapter 19. Now it came to pass when Jesus had finished these sayings that he departed from Galilee and came to the region of Judah beyond the Jordan, and great multitudes followed him, and he healed from there. He healed them there. The Pharisees also came to him, testing him and saying to him, is it lawful for a man to divorce his wife for just any reason? And he answered and said to them, have you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female? Okay, so have you not read that he who made them at the beginning made them male and female? And said, for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. So then they are no longer two, but one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let not man separate. They said to him, why then did Moses command to give a certificate of divorce and to put her away? And he said to them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, permitted you to divorce your wives, but from the beginning it was not so. And I said to you, Whoever divorces his wife except for sexual immortality and marries another commits adultery. Wow. Oh my goodness. So you have to marry one time, because if you marry the second time, it's adultery. Wow. And whoever marries her who is divorced commits adultery. And whoever marries her who is divorced commits adultery. That's why widows be crying so much, because she like, I can't even get married again, because when I get married, I'm gonna commit adultery and then I'm gonna be shunned again. That's why she be crying like that. Oh, I get it. Oh, this is a lot. It's so many rules and regulations. His disciples his disciples said to him, if such is the case of the man with his wife, it is better not to marry. Wow. Not it is better not to marry. Y'all funny. I'm done. But he said to them, all cannot accept this saying, but only those to him it has been given. For there are eunuchs who were born thus from their mother's womb, and there are eunuchs who were made eunuchs by men. That's why the men's be having sex. Okay, got it. And there are eunuchs who have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake, which is getting neutered. That's what you see why I explain all that? Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. And he who is able to accept it, let him accept it. Then little children were brought to him. See, I'm reading on 13 now. I'm reading just to 14, okay? I'm just reading to 14. Just chill out. Then little children were brought to him that he might put his hands on them and pray, but the disciples rebuked them. But Jesus said, let the little children come to me, and do not forbid them, for of such is the kingdom of heaven. Okay. And he laid his hands on them and departed them from there. Okay, so I read to 15. I get it. I read to 15. I lied, okay. I just wanted to see what he was going to do afterwards. Um, so let's get started with this. The book of Esther. So it says, now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, generally identified with Xerxes. This was the Ahasuerus who reigned over 127 provinces from India to Ethiopia. In those days, when King Ahasuerus sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan, the citadel, that in the third year of his reign he made a feast for all the officials and servants, the power of Persia and Media, the nobles and the princes of the provinces being before him. When he showed the riches of his glorious kingdom and the splendor of his excellent majesty for many days, 180 days in all. And when these days were completed, the king made a feast lasting 7 days for all the people who were present in Shushan, the citadel, from great to small, in the court of the garden of the king's palace. There were white and blue. There were white. See, y'all, take note, because I just said white, blue, red, and something else, or brown and something else. White, blue, brown, and something else. So it says there were white and blue linen curtains fastened with cords of fine linen and purple on silver rods, and marble pillars, and the couches were of gold and silver on a mosaic pavement of alabaster, turquoise, and white and black marble. And they served drinks in golden vessels, golden cups, each vessel being different from the other, with royal wine in abundance. Okay, so the wine was labeled as abundance according to the generosity of the king. In accordance with the law, the drinking was not compulsory, for for so the king had ordered all the officers in his household that They should be according to each man's pleasure. Queen Vashti also made a feast for the women in the royal palace, which belonged to King Ahasuerus. On the seventh day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, Abitha, Zethar, and Carcass, 7 eunuchs who served in the presence of King Ahasuerus, to bring Queen Vashti before the king wearing her royal crown in order to show her beauty to the people and the officials, for she was beautiful to behold. But Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's command brought by his eunuchs. Therefore, the king was furious and his anger burned within him. He was mad, big press, big high. He was 70 degrees. He was upset, furious, peed, pissed off. Then the king said to the wise men who understood the times, for this was the king's manners towards all who he knew law and justice, those closest to him being Karshina, Sethar, Amatha, Adamatha, there we go, Tarshish, Meres, Mersina, and Memucan, the 7 princes of Persia and Media, who had access to the king's presence and who ranked highest in the kingdom. Okay. What shall we do to Queen Vashti according to the law? Because she did not obey the command of King Ahasuerus brought to her by the eunuchs. And Memucan answered before the king and the princess, Queen Vashti has not only wronged the king, but also all the princes, and all the people who were all in the provinces of King Ahasuerus. For the queen's behavior will become known to all women, so that they will despise their husbands in their eyes. When they report, King Ahasuerus commanded Queen Vashti to be brought in before him, but she did not come. So basically, because she did not come, it basically gave all the women to pretty much disobey their husbands or soon to be husbands, just the same as Queen Vashti basically did. But the reason why Queen Vashti didn't even want to come is because the eunuchs basically was trying to bring her in. It wasn't really anything else but the fact that the eunuchs were trying to bring her in. So the eunuchs basically titled is what made her not even want to go, because she's like, if I'm gonna go by myself. And they was basically saying, no, if you finna come, then you finna come with us. You finna ride in a title, okay? You finna ride with us. Like, we a group, so you need to come with the group. And she was like, I would rather come by myself because I'm Queen Vashti. I'm Queen Vashti before anything. So that made her behavior turn to the other woman and be like, oh, okay, so we can do the same thing because you're doing it, so we can do it too. Whatever you can do, we can do better, type of thing. And they was like, you over here, listen, this is not how it's going. This is not really how it's going. Reason being is because of the fact that you literally, like, you're encouraging other women to do the same thing that you're doing, and they're not even half the queens that you are, but you over here giving them advice. Your actions is pretty much giving them advice. Reason being is because you are of honor, so when they're looking at you and your actions, they're like, oh, we should do it too. That's basically what's happening. Anyway, this very day, the noble ladies of Persia and Media will say to all the king officials that they have heard of the behavior of the queen. Thus, there will be excessive contempt and wrath. If it pleases the king, see, because if it pleases the king, let a royal decree go out from him, and let it be recorded in the laws of the Persian and the Medes, so that it will not be altered. Okay, that Vashti shall come no more before King Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal position to another who is better than she. Reason being is because she over here showed herself, and now she must be dethrone her title, because he over here is supposed to be marrying her. He's over here supposed to be doing, his little thing. He's the king, okay? She's the queen, but it's like, you're not the queen yet. you're not that full queen yet. You see what I'm saying? Y'all have to be married. Y'all have to be together, type of thing. It's just the rules and regulations back in the day. I'm pretty sure they have changed nowadays. Anyway, let's keep reading. I'm reading the whole entire chapter of Esther because I'm trying to figure out what was the problem. What was the big problem? What was the big problem? I'm trying to figure it out. What was the big problem? So we're gonna read until we get to 2, and then we're gonna skip over 2 and then go to 3. Most likely. So then it says, when the king's decree, which he will make his proclaim throughout all his empire, for it is great, all wives will honor their husbands, both great and small. And the reply pleased the king and the princes, and the king did accordingly to the women of Mukin. Then he sent letters to all the king's provinces, to each province in its own script, and to every people in their own language, that each man should be master in his own house and speak in the language of his own people. Okay. Now I did say that I was gonna skip over 2, but let me just read 10 through 12, just to see what's going on. Esther had not revealed her people or family, for Mordecai had charged her not to reveal it. And every day Mordecai paced in front of the court of the women's quarters to learn of Esther's welfare and what was happening to her. Each young woman turn each young woman's turn came to go into the king's Ahasuerus after he had completed 12 months preparation according to the regulations for the women. For thus were the days of the preparation, a portion 6 months with oil or of myrrh, and 6 months with perfumes and preparations for beautifying women. Okay, I don't even know what they talking about, but I'm just gonna call it a day. Now let's go into oh, this is still chapter 2. Nope, this is chapter 3. So let's move on to chapter 3, and then we're gonna go to 3, chapter 3, going all the way to 3, and then 6, and then 9. Reason being is because of the fact that this is what I was reading. I don't know. This was what I was reading. I didn't read chapter 2, 10 through 12 though. So I just wanted to see what they was talking about in chapter 2. But let's go on to chapter 3. Chapter 3. And I'm literally going to, like, let's see, where am I going to stop at? Once I finish these, I'm going to make another video. That way this video is not too long. Blase. And my phone is dying, so let me take this off. It's all these things are dying in this one video. It's kind of like scaring me, and stuff is falling in this one video. It's kind of like scaring me again. And the thing stops playing. That was kind of a little bit like relaxing. It says banish Satan, so I'm trying to banish Satan. Satan, take heed, take notes that I'm trying to banish you, let you go. No one wants you here. Goodbye, ho. Be gone, thought. Because all you want is sex, drugs, and money. Nobody wants you. Zeus, the fuck? Get out. Leave. Goodbye. Sayonara. Don't forget to let all the other demons know that no one wants you. Clean my hands before I start again. Is it charging? Yeah, okay. All right. Okay, so chapter 3. After these things, King Ahasuerus promoted Haman, the son of Hammedatha, and the Haggites, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes who were with him. And all the king's servants who were within the king's gate bowed and paid homage to Haman. for so the king had commanded concerning him. But Mordecai would not bow and pay homage. Then the king's servants who were within the king's gate said to Mordecai, why do you transgress the king's commands? Now it happened when they spoke to him daily and he would not listen to them, that they told it to Haman to see whether Mordecai's words would stand. For Mordecai had told them that he was a Jew. When Haman said when Haman saw that Mordecai did not bow or pay him homage, Haman was filled with wrath. He was mad too. So a couple people are mad, apparently. But he disdained to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had told him of the people of Mordecai. Instead, Haman sought to destroy all the Jews who were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, the people of Mordecai. That's crazy. Over some one action? Okay. In the first month, which is the month of Nisan, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast pur, that is the lot, before Haman to determine the day and the month until it fell on the 12th month, which is the month of Adar. So December is Adar, apparently. Um, Then Haman said to King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered and dispersed among the people in all other provinces of your kingdom. Their laws are different from all other peoples, and they did not keep the king's laws. Therefore, it is not fitting for the king to let them remain. So basically, they didn't want to lay hands on him because he was a Jew. That's messed up. I feel as though that's what it was. And because of him getting upset, um, you know, if it pleases the king, let a decree be written that they be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver into the hands of those who did not work, who did the work, to bring it into the king's treasuries. Okay, 10,000 silver sound like it's a lot, but back in the day, who had all that money? 10,000 silvers? Isn't that like, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100? Okay, so you basically paid $1 to each person, basically $1, 10 silvers. You paid $1. It was $1. That was a lot back then. Okay, let me just not even. So each person that you went to go destroy something, you just paid them $1 each. I would be like, you know what? I'm gonna need more than just $1. You gonna have to give me like maybe $1.50. I'm just saying something. Shoot, but 50 cents is a lot too. Y'all over here, I don't know. Okay, because y'all was giving them like 10 dimes each time. So, okay, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go to the next video and we're going to finish the last 2 pages. Ooh, almost do a little rip by accident. Anyway, so yeah, 1 hour, 1 hour, 4 minutes. And then the last 2 pages, after I read the last 2 pages, then I'm going to pull some cards to go with it. Anyway, so yeah. Bye. Enjoy your day. If you like a personal reading, then definitely book it with me. I'm definitely available at this time. So yeah. Enjoy your day.